Explore Django's signal framework to create loosely coupled applications. We'll delve into signal fundamentals, custom signal creation, advanced patterns, and best practices for maintainable code. Signal fundamentals in Django involve understanding the observer pattern and built-in signals. This pattern allows components to communicate without direct dependencies, enhancing modularity. Built-in signals like post, save, and pre-delete facilitate event-driven programming. Mastering these concepts is crucial for creating scalable, maintainable applications. Traditional architectures often lead to tightly coupled components, violating the single responsibility principle. This complicates testing and maintenance. Signals, using the observer pattern, decouple components by allowing senders to dispatch events without knowing receivers. This enables independent reactions to events, simplifying tasks like sending emails or updating analytics when a user registers. Django's built-in model signals like pre-save and post-save are crucial for tasks such as validation and audit logging. Similarly, pre-delete and post-delete signals are vital for cleanup and maintaining integrity. The M2M change signal is key for handling many-to-many relationship changes. Note, these signals don't trigger for bulk operations or raw SQL queries. Using Django's post-save signal, we can automate user profile creation when a user is created. The created flag helps differentiate between creation and updates. The receiver decorator registers functions to listen for signals, ensuring profiles are saved consistently. This approach maintains consistency without tight coupling, using the sender parameter to filter signals from the user model. Signals should be imported at startup using Django's appconfig in the ready method. Avoid registering signals in models.py to prevent import loops and duplicate registrations. In apps.py, import your signals within the ready method, and use thy-jar no-qa to suppress linter warnings for unused imports. Creating custom signals in Django involves defining them using django.dispatch.signal. For instance, order placed, payment, completed, and inventory low are custom signals. In your view, you can send these signals, allowing receivers to handle specific tasks independently. This approach supports domain-driven design, enhancing maintainability by decoupling orchestration from implementation. When order-placed.send is triggered, multiple receivers like email service, analytics, inventory, and notifications execute independently. This allows sending order confirmations, recording conversions, decrementing stock, and updating dashboards without altering core logic, exemplifying the open-closed principle's power and flexibility. Signal execution returns results as a list of tuples, each containing a receiver function and its return value. Receivers execute synchronously, meaning a slow receiver can block others. While return values are collected, they are seldom used, as signals are generally fire and forget notifications rather than request-response patterns. Signal receivers execute within the database transaction by default, risking premature actions like sending emails. To prevent issues, wrap external operations in transaction.on commit callbacks. This ensures actions like sending confirmation emails occur only after a successful database commit, avoiding scenarios where users receive emails for non-existent orders. Conditional signal handling ensures actions only trigger on meaningful state changes. For instance, track when an article's status changes to published by comparing its previous state. This prevents unnecessary processing on every save. Always ensure receivers are idempotent, checking states carefully and handling unsaved or deleted objects to avoid errors. Bulk operations like data migrations can suffer from performance issues due to signal receivers. Django's context managers allow temporary disconnection of signals, providing precise control. For instance, during bulk user creation, disconnecting the create user profile signal prevents unnecessary processing, enhancing efficiency. Reconnect signals post-operation to maintain normal functionality. Django 4.2's async signal support allows parallel processing for I/O-bound tasks like sending emails or making API calls. Use async signals for non-blocking operations, wrapping database actions in sync to async. For CPU-bound tasks, prefer Celery. Mixing sync and async requires careful context management to ensure seamless execution. Synchronous signals can bottleneck performance, blocking request threads if receivers are slow. N+1 query issues arise when receivers trigger extra database queries, slowing bulk operations. To enhance efficiency, offload heavy tasks to celery queues. If a receiver exceeds 50 milliseconds, it's best to process it asynchronously, ensuring a responsive application. Integrating task queues with Django signals optimizes performance by offloading heavy tasks. Use post-save to enqueue tasks like processing orders. This ensures a swift request-response cycle. Upon order creation, tasks like sending emails, updating inventory, and generating invoices are processed asynchronously, maintaining a responsive user experience while ensuring all necessary operations are completed efficiently. Testing signals involves isolating signal logic using mocks, ensuring correct parameter usage. Use Django's override settings to disable signals in unrelated tests, avoiding side effects. Create dedicated tests for receiver functions, bypassing model operations. This approach ensures robust signal verification and maintains test integrity. Use signals to decouple app concerns like authentication and notifications, or when third-party apps need to react to events. They're ideal for cross-cutting concerns like audit logs. Avoid signals if logic fits in the model's save method, requires execution order, or if the receiver is tightly coupled to the sender. Avoid modifying the sender in post-save signals to prevent infinite loops. Use pre-save instead. Signals should not handle complex business logic. Opt for service layers or command patterns. Implicit dependencies through signals can complicate debugging, so ensure dependencies are explicit when necessary. Signal-based audit logging efficiently tracks changes by leveraging Django's post-save and post-delete signals. It creates audit logs without altering models, filtering out framework models like auth and content types. Using content types, it maintains generic relationships, ensuring comprehensive audit trails. This approach enhances transparency and accountability in data management. Signals lack inherent request context, complicating user change logging. Middleware can attach request data to thread local storage, but this is fragile and difficult to test. Implementing tracking middleware allows storing the user in thread local storage, enabling user-specific audit logging in signals, though it requires careful handling to ensure reliability. Enable signal debugging by setting debug propagate exceptions to true for full-stack traces. Verify registration using Django shell to inspect post-save receivers. Check execution order by logging each receiver as they run in registration order. Isolate signal logic by testing receiver functions directly with mock parameters, avoiding sole reliance on integration tests. Django signals facilitate intra-application decoupling, but aren't ideal for inter-service communication. In microservices, signals can trigger message queue publications, like RabbitMQ, for other services to consume. This pattern transforms internal events into distributed events, maintaining Django's simplicity, while enabling scalable architectures. Identify coupling points in your codebase, such as methods handling multiple tasks, like saving operations and sending emails. Extract side effects by moving auxiliary logic to signal receivers, keeping core business logic in models. Add integration tests to ensure signal-based implementations match original results. Refactor incrementally, migrating features one at a time while running both implementations in parallel. Signals promote loose coupling, allowing components to respond to events independently, enhancing scalability. Ensure transaction awareness by using transaction.on commit to avoid bugs. Balance performance by keeping receivers efficient and offloading tasks. Use signals for cross-cutting concerns, not as a substitute for explicit design. Explore practical projects to master Django signals. Build a multi-tenant software as a service with signal-based isolation, implement audit logging for compliance, and create a notification system with custom signals. Refactor monolithic views into signal-driven services. Dive into Django documentation, Martin Fowler's event-driven patterns, and real-world case studies. Use performance profiling tools to identify signal bottlenecks.